For any method which is used in the lab, there are some parameters that can affect the success of the method. For PCR, the essential components are the parameters which can cause the failure or success of the method. There are 7 essential components for PCR. It includes DNA polymerase, primers, DNTPs, divalent metal ions or cations, buffers required to maintain the pH, monovalent cations, and above all, the template DNA that we have to amplify. DNA polymerase should be a thermostable polymerase. Taq polymerase is one of the example. Taq is obtained from Thermus aquaticus. It can withstand the temperature above 90 degrees centigrade. Taq polymerase is required in a specific concentration from 0.5 to 2.5 units for each reaction containing a volume of 50 microliter. Any amount beyond this required amount can be inhibitory or can interfere with the reaction. Primers, these are pair of synthetic oligonucleotides which are specific for any specific fragment of DNA for any specific gene. Nothing is more crucial than the sequence of the primer. If the primer is sequenced properly, carefully, it can give you exact amplification and maximum amplification of the required gene. High yields can be expected from the correctly designed primers, and it can suppress the amplification of unwanted sequences. However, if the primers are not very well designed, it can cause non-specific amplifications and the method is considered as a failure. The building blocks of DNA, DNTPs are required. DNTPs include all the 4 nucleotides DATP, DGTP, DTTP and DCTP. They are required again in a specific concentration up to 250 micromolar concentration in the presence of 1.5 millimolar magnesium chloride concentration. Any higher concentration, more than 4 millimolar, will act as inhibitory concentrations and the PCR will not proceed further or will not give you the results. It is always recommended that when you are going to use the DNTPs, you should centrifuge them after thawing them, after taking them out of the freezer. Divalent cations, which are required for the thermostable polymerase. Magnesium is frequently used. In some cases, manganese can be used, but it is not working with most of the reaction, but some of the reactions. Calcium at all is quite ineffective. Therefore, we use magnesium. The concentration has to be optimized. Magnesium binds with the primers, with the DNTPs, and the concentration of magnesium should be more than the phosphates which are found on the DNA and the primer. Buffers are required to maintain the pH. When we mix these required components and we incubate it at specific temperature of 72 degrees centigrade for the extension, there is a drop in pH. So we use a buffer at 8.3 to 8.8 pH so that during the reaction the pH, if it goes down, it should not go beyond or below 7.2. Monovalent cations, these are required in standard buffer. They are provided. Potassium chloride is provided and its concentration is required for amplification of more than 6 or 500 base pairs of DNA. If we have a DNA which needs to be amplified less than 500 base pairs, then the concentration of potassium should be increased. It should be more so that the method can be successful. Above all, template DNA is required. Template DNA, if this is linear, the amplification is better as compared to the supercoiled DNA. The length of the template DNA is not going to matter. If we want to have a shorter fragment, we can use the restriction endonucleases to get the smaller fragments of DNA for further study or amplification through PCR.